And we welcome you here to Pacelli High School in central Wisconsin as we get ready for what should be a great one here on Zaleski Sports. It is the final matchup of the regular season for both of these two teams. It is the Pacelli Cardinals playing host to the Laona Wabeno Rebels here on Zaleski Sports. The pregame show brought to you by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back here to Pacelli High School as once again we get ready for what should be a great matchup here tonight on Zaleski Sports. My name is Connor Philippi. And again, a little bit of a late start tonight, and by late start I mean it's like it'll be about 50 minutes late, as it was supposed to be on our schedule a 6 o'clock start, but the JV match going all the way up until about 6:20, and so a late start here tonight, right around the time a match would typically start, right around 7 o'clock. But thank you so much for tuning in here on Zaleski as we take a look at both of these two teams. We'll start with the away team, the Laona Wabeno Rebels, led by Michelle Bohr. And taking a look at this team, they are a Division IV team compared to the Division III for Pacelli, so it's certainly a tough matchup for Pacelli here tonight. They are 26-10 overall. They're 5-2 in a very strong conference, and we'll take a look at that conference throughout the evening. But they are 6-0 in home games, 5-1 in away games, and 15-9 in neutral matches. They're coming off of a two-match win streak, I should say, going up against Crandon and Phelps, both conference opponents that they swept 3-0. And so a very formidable opponent. As we take a look at some of these stats for this team, Lily Terry leads in kills per set, as well as overall kills for this team. Faith Novak leading in the blocks category for total blocks. Izzy Pop leading for serving aces and digs. Reese Connor leading in assists, and Bryn Yeager with aces per set. And so we see out of these 8 categories, there are 5 of these categories that are unique stat leaders in all those categories. So this team spreads things around very well, and definitely a formidable opponent here tonight. Taking a look here at the Pacelli Cardinals, led by Mackenzie Gale. They're coming off of finishing off the season with a clean sweep of the Central Wisconsin South Conference. Of those 7 teams, ending up 6-0 in the conference, and on top, really no contest, as the only close ones were Rochelle, Pittsville, and Allman Bancroft, all at 4-2. And so this Pacelli team with very impressive performance this season within their conference, and now they're looking towards the potential postseason. But a tough matchup to finish off their regular season. If we take a look at their schedule, they've got a 1-match winning streak. They won against Port Edwards, and they are 3-2 out of their last 5 on their schedule. They're 4-2 in home matches, 8-6 in away matches, and 1-9 in neutral matches. And again, coming off of a 1-match win streak. Taking a look at the stat leaders for these teams. For this team, Jaden Sroik leads in kills per set and hitting percentage, as well as digs and overall kills. And Peyton Sroik leads in assists Both of those two very formidable for this team. Annie Vaughn leading in receptions. Ella Van Order with serving aces. Courtney Carpenter leading in aces per set. Annie Vaughn also leading in digs per set, as both of these two teams will line up getting ready here for the national anthem and announcing these rosters. We'd like to thank you one more time for tuning into Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Maida Custom Apparel. They specialize in providing quality decorated apparel, including corporate, casual, team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at maidacustom.com. And so in just a second, we'll turn things over to the PA and get everything started here from Pacelli High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pacelli Student Activity Center for tonight's volleyball matchup between the Rebels of Laona Wabeno High School and your Pacelli Cardinals. A special welcome to our friends from Laona Wabeno. We remind you that interscholastic athletics are an extension of the classroom, and that lessons are best learned when the proper respect is given to everyone. Please let your good sportsmanship show during tonight's game. Pacelli, Laona Wabeno, and the WIAA thank you for your cooperation. Please rise. Lord, we ask for your guidance and blessing on tonight's game. The players, coaching staffs, officials, and fans, help us be humble in victory, gracious in defeat, and remember that all our abilities are a gift from you. And when the game is done, grant safe travel home to all. In your name, amen. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to place your hands over your hearts, remove your hats, for the singing of our national anthem by senior Courtney Carpenter and freshman Peyton Striker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streamed, and the rockets from where the bombs bursting in air gave proof through our night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job and thank you, ladies. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Rebels of Laona Wabeno High School. Number 5, Lily Terry. Number 6, Paige Novak. Number 9, Izzy Pop. Number 12, Reese Connor. Number 14, Micaiah Martin. Number 23, Bryn Yeager. With a barrel tonight, number 1, Stella Albrecht. Head coach Michelle Moore and the rest of the Rebels. Now for your Pacelli Cardinals, number 3, Ella Van Order. Number 4, Courtney Carpenter. Number 12, Leah Fensky. Number 14, Jaden Schroik. Number 16, Peyton Schroik. Number 17, Avery Helmich. Number 2, Annie Vaughn. Head coach Mackenzie Gale and the rest of the Cardinals. Your officials for tonight's game are John Frizzell and Rachel Frizzell.
And so without further ado, all that's left is to play here from Pacelli High School. We thank you one more time for tuning in on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now they'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl, Honda, and Dahl Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. And Simplicity CU brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. And so if you're just joining us, a initial scheduling of 6 o'clock start time has become just about 6:52 here tonight due to a JV game going late. But still a little bit earlier than the projected or the normal 7 o'clock start time that most of these matches start with. But either way, we're just about to get started here from Pacelli High School. And ready or not, here we go with the opening serve. As that one gets blocked down initially, Pacelli able to recover, and then this one smacked down for a point as Izzy Pop makes the move. This team has some height in the front court for sure. As this one is a floater up and over. We'll see a lot of Leah Fensky most likely as this one's out of bounds, as well as Peyton Droik up there. And Avery Wawriniak will see a lot as well here tonight, trying to get all that height up front. Sammy Sinke serves it away. Getting this one up is Vaughn. And then played by Terry on the other side. Blocked nicely by Van Order. Now floated up from the near side. Set up by Sankey. And a nice move by Amelia Martini. Good spin she put on the ball that time. Kind of made it fall slowly to the ground, but in the middle of everyone. So an early 2-1 lead for the Cardinals. Diving for that one, Stella Albrecht. Trying to play that one off of a knuckle, but it falls out of bounds, and it's a Rebel point tied at 2 here on the Dahl Automotive scoreboard. Served away by Yeager. Float up by Sankey, and then able to set it up and over. Troik has it that time from the outside. Carpenter, and that one ends up just out of bounds. Good eye that time by Lily Terry to make sure she didn't hit that one when she didn't need to. On the outside, that one well too far. Good idea by Martini, but too much mustard on it. And it's 4-2. This is definitely a Rebels team that can match the type of momentum-based play that this Pacelli team plays with. See, oftentimes for Pacelli, they'll find themselves down by a couple, and then they'll rattle off 5 or 6 points all in a row. But this Rebel team certainly capable of keeping that in check. As this one is set up, and strong move gets blocked, and Vaughn digs it out before being sent right back down. And trying to push that one up and over, but Yeager running to her right. Just trying to get enough on that one as you're moving your whole body like that is tough. Pacelli gets possession back, 4-3 here in the first set. Carpenter. That one stopped by Albrecht and then slammed down. Nice move that time by Lily Terry. Hinker comes in for Carpenter. Another setup by Sankey. Forrest Roik sends it down. That ends up inbounds. And Jaden Droik with a nice impact play to start things off here. Again, you'll see her often in this one with that height up front as Ella Van Order gets ready to serve. Connor sets it up and it gets smacked down that time. I believe it was Izzy Pop. Lily Kolpa will come in as Faith Novak gets a rest. And Aubrey Tinsman also in the match will serve it away. It's a relatively small team for the Rebels, as this one gets smacked down nicely that time. I believe it was Micaiah Marvin with it that time. But this Rebel team made up of only 10 players. As this one will be an ace. 8-4 now for the Rebels. 3 seniors, 5 juniors, and 1 sophomore for this Rebel team. They keep a pretty tight circle for varsity. Pretty tight, or pretty clear line between JV and varsity as well. They have a JV1 and a JV2 team and only 10 varsity players. They know who they want on their starting squad, and they roll with those 10. Leah Fensky in, as well as Peyton Droik. And Droik will serve it. And out of bounds. So Pacelli trying to get a point back. They give it right back up. And it's 9-5 here in the first. Sent away that time by Terry. It goes off kind of in that weird part by the net where you can't really get a good angle on it. Good hustle of that one by Peyton Droik before it's sent over by the Cardinals. Set up by Tinsman on the other side. That one is stopped. On the outside, that one looked like it was on the outside of that out of bounds marker, and it was. This Rebel team forcing the Cardinals into some uncomfortable situations early on, as that one will make its way over, and somehow getting this one over. A pinball play between 3 different players. Eventually it will wind up still a Rebel point. Have to admire the effort on the Pacelli side, but it is a pretty easy go of it so far for the Rebels. They lead 12-5, as we will take a timeout ourselves and be back here in just a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Welcome back here to Pacelli High Schools. It's an exciting time here in the WIAA as section tournaments starting up next week. It should be an exciting few weeks of volleyball, football, and men's and women's soccer here on Zaleski, so make sure you tune into all of it. One more final match to finish off the regular season, though, here tonight. Still in its early stages, 12-5 in favor of the Laona Wabeno Rebels. Set up on the outside. It'll go off the hand that time of Bryn Yeager, and the Cardinals get a point. And always important to get that first point off of the timeout. Try and set the tone. You feel like that makes the timeout a little bit worth it to try and just kind of calm the nerves of this Pacelli team that's been in some exciting matchups the last couple weeks, as this one's good for another Pacelli point. Their last match ended up with 3 of the 4 sets being decided by 5 points or less, as this one gets blocked down. Sent over by Kulpa, and that one is in. Tough judgment call that time. In a weird place for Jaden Zroik to make a play on it. And so back to a 6-point lead here for the Rebels. They're in enemy territory. And not only that, but they are about 2 hours away from home right now. All the way up in the northeast of Wisconsin. Kind of up beyond Rhinelander up there. As Stella Elbrecht will serve it away. On the outside here is Carpenter, and no one there for the Rebels as Carpenter gets her first point of the night. Tinsman set up, able to get that one up and over. Van Order, what a stop. And they are able to not quite get it over. That was almost a phenomenal play. Yeager made the initial diving stop, not sure who made the second one, and then another hit off the knuckles of Elbrecht almost gets over, but it was on the outside of that out of bounds line or marker, as that one is in. Rebels towing the line often in this first set. There's going to be Reese Connor to serve here for the Rebels. Set up by Peyton Zroik, sent down by Waverneck, and it's out of bounds. We've got such a tight defensive unit in the Rebels, and Pacelli is doing a little too much here to try and force it past them. As this one gets knocked down at the line nicely by Faith Novak. Faith Novak has been a top performer for them so far this year. She's a junior, and like I mentioned earlier, leads the team in blocks this season. We saw why on that last play. Jaden Zroik now out to Carpenter, and that one is in. That was a close one, but shaved the line. As a couple subs will come in. It's going to be a Martini and Sammy Sankey coming in for the Cardinals, as Sankey will immediately serve it off the bench. Set up by Connor, flipped over, stopped by Vaughn. Carpenter once again with it. Able to stop it on the other side is Elbrecht, and keeping that one on the other side with a block. Pacelli playing good defensively right now, but so are the Rebels, as we had a long rally here, blocked down by a combination of Van Order and Martini. 11-17 here as the Cardinals try and crawl their way back in this first set, down 6. And this one is out of bounds. That was close, but still a good judgment call there by Terry. We've seen a couple good eyes from her so far on that line. And here's Bryn Yeager to serve it. Another Sankey setup. Instead, she actually flips it across herself. It's stopped easily. The Carpenter slam is blocked. As this one gets past the Rebel defense. That was Martini once more. We've had a few good rallies back and forth here the last couple points. Cardinals playing a team in a higher division here tonight. And there is Jaden Zroik with the point. For the Cardinals, it's all about putting themselves in the right position to succeed. They got a little bit jumpy in the first part of that set. Just trying to do too much, force things, and trying to get extra crafty to work past this defense. And now they're just trying to focus more on the fundamentals so that they can put themselves in good positions. As that one is dug out well by Elbrecht. This one out of bounds. Another one that's close, but no cigar for the Cardinals as Elbrecht sniffed that one out well, and she's now going to take a break. And so Izzy Pop will serve it away. Carpenter takes a break as Hinker comes back in. 19-13 here in the first set. Vaughn, now Sankey with the setup on the outside. Just snuck in that inbounds marker. Now on the other side is Jaden Zroik, and she slams it down. Her and Martini have combined for a lot of impact plays so far in this first set, as Fensky will come out and Annie Vaughn will take a rest. Cutting the deficit to 5 now, but the Rebels only 6 away from closing out this first set. Floater, nice diving stop by Sankey, put up by Connor, slam down. And so coming back in is Kulpa, as Connor will take a seat. And Terry comes in for Novak. Sankey with another setup as Jaden Zroik gets this one down, but it is out of bounds. 21-14 now. Third straight serve for Tinsman. Zroik gets it over, stopped by Yeager. Now on the outside, slammed down. And Terry, the velocity on that one, very impressive. The Rebels threatening early in this one. 4 straight points for the Rebels as Yeager sets it up. And the diving attempt, somehow able to tip that one back in, was Jaden Zroik. And that one, excellent placement. I believe that time that was Bryn Yeager. Sankey, smack down, that one hits the net. 6 straight now for the Rebels as they have set point, up 10. Floating this one over is Fensky. All the way up into the corner, that one was on its way out, but it is played as Jaden Zroik sends it down. And that one will go off of a Rebel out of bounds. And so the Rebels can't quite close out this one in 7 straight as the Cardinals get a point back, trying to mount a comeback here. They need 10 straight. Peyton Zroik will serve it away. That one ends up out of bounds. On the outside, slam down, blocked nicely by Fensky and Jaden Zroik, and then tipped down. And it's another Pacelli point, 3 straight. As we see more impressive play from the front court. Tinsley with the setup. Stopped by Vaughn off of a tip. Trying to track this one and get it across. It's another Pacelli point. Good effort there by Pop and Tinsman, both trying to race back there, and then a timeout taken by the Rebels. They don't want to let this one get out of hand. And so we'll take another break with them and be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back. The Rebels have set point, but 4 straight from the Pacelli Cardinals. Rebels very smart to take a timeout there, because they know Cardinals run on momentum just as much as they do. Wanted to give her team a little bit of a breather and reset. That's Michelle Bohr, the head coach of the Laona Wabeno Rebels. Tinsman, a smack down, that one out of bounds. 5 straight now for Pacelli. They're forcing some of the same mistakes that the Rebels got them to make early on in this one. As this one gets blocked down, but able to will it past. Sent over by Terry now. There's Zroik. And now Jaden Zroik sends it across. Tinsman. And that one is, you call that down or out of bounds? And they will award that one to the Rebels. It was a close one, hard to tell, but the line judge saw it better than anyone else. And so that will be a set 1 victory for the Rebels, 25-19 in that one. And so we will take a step aside and be back with the second set in just a few moments here on Zaleski Sports.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the
Our
stop.
flooring and furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Pacelli High School. Get the best tire prices, period, during the Factory Direct Tire Sale at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back by online or mail-in rebate on a set of 4 Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. And Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. And Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. And so, a solid first set for the visiting Laona Wabeno Rebels as they won that one 25-19. It could have been a lot easier than that for them. They were up 24-14 at one point. Pacelli tried to mount a comeback, wasn't quite enough. And we're now here in set 2 on Zaleski. That one gets tipped off the top of Stella Elbrecht's fingertips. And the first point of the second set goes to the Cardinals. Sankey sends it away. Connor sets it up on the outside. It's dug out there by Zroik on the other end, as that one will be stopped by Terry. Yeager gets it across. Now another Sankey setup, and that one is out of bounds off the hands of Jaden Zroik. And actually they will award it off of, not sure if that was a violation in the front court or if that was called a tip. I didn't see the tip signal. Either way, it is the second straight Pacelli point. That line judge up top, seeing that better than anyone, saw something that I did not. And Pacelli now on a roll to start out this second set. Weird angle that one took, as it'll be another Pacelli point. It had a high angle, but it felt like it just came to the ground quicker than I expected it to. And it was right there in the middle of everyone. And so 4-0 to start this one off. Reese Connor sets it up, and that one is stopped by Jaden Zroik with one arm swinging to the ground. On the other side, it's Connor on the outside, smacked down by Yeager. Gets deflected off the hands of a couple Cardinals out of bounds. And the first point of the second set for the Rebels. So Pacelli tending to find themselves down early and then mounting a comeback. All of a sudden finds themselves up by 4, and now they're only up 4-2, as the Rebels are the ones now mounting the comeback early on in the set. Floats this one up, and Order gets it blocked. Now another one blocked down, as Jaden Zroik will be forced to send it away from the back court. This one floated up and over, and that will be called against Pacelli. It hit, not sure if it was the leg or the side of a Cardinal player before it ended up out of bounds, and so kind of just a unlucky break for the Cardinals. It looked like that one was on its way out, but does not matter if you try and play it. if you touch it at all, it's off of you. So from the outside, smack down. Power from Lily Terry. And just like that, tied right up with 4 straight going the Rebels' way. It's another serve coming from Jaeger. See if Pacelli elects to call a timeout after they see their lead slip away. As Sankey sets it up. Carpenter gets it blocked away, but ends up out of bounds. Pacelli gets a point back. And so it'll be Carpenter to serve it. Takes an odd bounce off of an arm, but able to get it across still is Terry. Now on the outside, Jaden Sroik absolutely pounding this one home to make it 6-4 here on the Dahl Automotive scoreboard. Pacelli certainly not shying away from any adversity so far this season. Tonight, no different. As this one gets floated up and over, blocked once before ending up on the Rebel side. Novak sent it down, but able to float it back across are the Cardinals. Vaughn sets it up for Jaden Zroik now. It gets dug out on the other side by Marvin. And that one is well too far, out of bounds. And the Rebels get another point back. Sub coming in here, that's Hinker coming in for Carpenter. And Pop will serve it, as this one will hit the net. Van Order now serving it here for Pacelli. And that one is in as Izzy Pop tried to make a judgment call on that one. It was a little too close to call to let that one go. And it's 8-5 Pacelli. Pacelli trying to get some energy going on the bench. Is it set up by Connor, smacked down that time for the point. I believe that time by Marvin. Coming out is Novak as Tinsman will come in and serve right away. Jaden Zroik sends it across, stopped by Jaeger, and now smacked down once again by Marvin. Two straight impact plays for her to make it 8-7 now. Up 1-0 in the second set. Again, they won the first one 25-19. As that one hit off the hands of Martini and then kind of went off wonky off of a Rebel hand. Peyton Zroik and Avery Waverneck come into the match. It's Sankey and Martini getting a break. As this one hits hard against the top of the roof there. And over the course of the season, we've seen it multiple times where this is just kind of a low roof for volleyball. We've seen it hit the, well, maybe not the basketball backboards quite as much in this arena. We've seen that plenty of times in other arenas this season. Basketball hoops aren't as much of a concern, but those rafters up top, certainly low. And so we've seen multiple times having to readjust, either coming down quickly or just completely changing its path, as that one gets floated up and over nicely. I believe that one was, again, Jaden Zroik. And we've got a tight one here about midway through the second set. Leah Fensky back in. Looks like Hinker will take another break. This one will stay in bounds. Too close to call there for Tinsman to let it go. As Wawrzyniak gets it down. Good placement for her. Another Pacelli point. That one just on the line. Terry coming in for Montgomery. Tinsman sets up, floater up and over. Fensky was able to get a hand on it before it's slammed down by Courtney Carpenter on the other end. And just like that, 3 more straight for the Pacelli Cardinals. That'll make it 12-8. Line judge will stop play for a second here. And now they will allow the serve. Tinsman set up, and that one gets smacked off the hands of 2 Cardinals as Marvin makes another impact play. Set up by Peyton Droik, floated up and over, stopped by Kolpa on the other end. Now Yeager makes a move, stopped by Droik. And Courtney Carpenter trying to play that one, but it was too low to the ground by the time she got up there. Couldn't tap it down. And 2 straight now for the Rebels, trying to get right back into this one. Dug out there by Terry. Another Yeager slam is stopped by Jaden Droik, and then once again getting a little bit too close to that net. And so 12-11. Really at no point, really the only point that this one has gotten out of hand at any point in either of these 2 sets was the 6-point run that the Rebels went on at the end of the first set, as this one's given back to Pacelli. Rebels went from 18-14 to 24-14 after 6 straight. Other than that, it's really been within 4 points between any team that had the lead. As this one gets smacked down by Yeager. And we've seen multiple juniors make an impact here tonight, as Yeager and Marvin have been absolutely killing it. Lily Terry also has been great so far tonight as a senior. It's a team that's comprised mostly of juniors with, like I mentioned earlier, 6 juniors and 3 seniors on this team and 1 sophomore. Van Order, and it's another weird one as the Rebels will tie this one up. It's just, you try and jump for it and the timing just not quite there. Carpenter gets it across, but out of bounds. Just like that, 3 straight, and the Rebels take the lead. As Winter Montgomery back in, and a timeout will be called here for Pacelli. They're trying to talk things over after giving up the lead, down 14-13 here. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. Nicollet Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolletbank.com. Fill your home with the best from home furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. They're local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. So Pacelli trying to talk things over, get kind of out of their heads a little bit. There's been a few volleyballs bouncing just in weird ways those last few sets, as they've wound up right around like head or chest height, right out in front of the net in those really weird angles to try and get it up and over. It's Reese Connor sends it away. Rebels battle back to take the lead, 14-13, make it 15-13. Rebels found themselves down 4-0 early in this one, but cut it to 4-4 very quickly, and it's kind of the way this set's gone so far, just a lot of 3 to 4 point bursts on either side, as this one gets knocked down, and it's a Pacelli point. Tipped off of a Rebel and out of bounds. Sankey and Martini are in the match for the Cardinals. Peyton Zroyk and Avery Wawrnek take the break. Forward up and over, and a nice play to get that one across in a tough position. (16-14) now, here in the middle of the second set. Trying to dive for this one, and it will wind up all the way on the other side, but out of bounds. There's a setup for Sankey, and comes off weird off of the hand, and Cardinals self-destructing a little bit here. As we now have 3 straight points. Actually, excuse me, I believe that's 5 straight points now for the Rebels. As Jaeger will send it away. This one is in. It was a close one, but it did shave that line. And it's always a tough call when you see it going over your head. If you're running after it and you're looking directly at where it's going to fall, or if it's on either end, left to right, it's easier to tell. But when it's going over your head, it's really a tough judgment call. That one smacked down nicely by Van Order. (19-15). Carpenter sends it away. Sent across there by Terry. Before it's set up by Sankey on the other end. Jaden Zroyk. And it is stopped there by Connor before being flipped across. Tipped over there by Martini. Nice stop. And smacked down by Lily Terry. And so once again, the Rebels the first to 20. And the only team to hit 20 at any point so far here tonight. Another one on the outside, handled by Pop. Winds up again on the Rebel end. Novak sends it across again before being stopped. Floated across again by Martini. We've got a good rally going here as this one leveraged there by Jaden Zroyk. Nothing the Rebels could do about it that time. Well, at one point or at some point in a rally like that, you're going to have a team kind of left out of position. If you can scope that out, you can make them pay. That's exactly what was done there, as that one ends up out of bounds. Almost felt like a whistle was blown before that one ended up out of bounds. Pacelli ball. 17-20. Late stages of this second set. Connor sets it up and sending it home was Terry once again. She has been lighting it up in this second set. And so it'll be Aubrey Tinsman to serve it, a junior for the Rebels. 4 to go to try and complete this second set. Martini gets it across, dug out by Pop. Nice stop by Vaughn on the other side. Flipped over by Jaden. Jaden once again dug out by Yeager. And this one, once again, a Lily Terry play there as it was able to get past those two lines of defense. 5-point lead here now for the Rebels on 2 straight points. Vaughn sends it over. Set up by Tinsman. Flipped across by Terry. A nice dig to get that one across by Hinker. And it ends up out of bounds for a Rebel point. And a timeout taken here by the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll take a quick one with them and be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Well, welcome back, and we thank you for tuning in to Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And so the Rebels scoring 3 straight here, 2 away from taking care of this second set and threatening a sweep here tonight. Pacelli's been competitive in all of these sets so far. This one trying to dig it out was Vaughn, but not able to do so, and we have a set point. Sankey sets this one up. Fensky hits the net. First set 25-19, this set 25-17 as the Rebels go up by 2. And they will force a sweep here in the third set. Pacelli will try and mount a comeback. We'll be back in a few minutes here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery. your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Welcome back here to Zaleski Sports as we take a quick look here at both conferences here for Pacelli. They are in the Central Wisconsin South Conference. They were able to win that one in a clean sweep, going 6-0 in the conference, and 13-17 overall, but impressive route of that conference for them. As for Wabeno Laona, they are in a very good Northern Lakes conference, as they are 5-2 in the conference. They're 26-10 overall, and yet they are in third in that conference. Florence and Three Lakes, both very strong teams in that 7-team conference. But this team will definitely be a force to be reckoned with in Division 4 in the playoffs. And this Pacelli team certainly has something to say about it in the Division 3 playoffs. Both of those happening in these coming weeks, so make sure you tune in to Zaleski Sports for all of that action. Start of the third set here as Pacelli is able to force it across. Stopped nicely there by Jaden Zroik as Carpenter smacks it down for the first point of the set. The Rebels won the first set 25-19. We're up 24-14 before Pacelli tried to mount a comeback that was unsuccessful. And then they pulled away in the second set. So there was a point there where they were down 12-10, came back and scored 5 or 6 straight to get back into that one, and eventually won 25-17. It's been the back end that the Rebels have been very strong with. They find themselves down 2-0 to start this third set. They were down 4-0 in the second set, but were able to come back from that one. They find themselves down 3-0 in this one now early on. And Pacelli's going to try and find a way to keep this momentum going this time, as we have a fourth straight serve now for Sankey. Set up there by Connor, and that one will hit the corner and make its way in. Nicely done that time, I believe by Bryn Yeager. We saw Lily Terry really take control in that second set. Went on a tear of 4 or 5 points out of 6 or 7. Poked up by Vaughn to the outside to Carpenter. That one gets stopped, and that one won't make it over. It bounces on top of the net, but then goes out of bounds on the other side. 4-1 now in favor of the Cardinals. Carpenter will serve it here. And that one will hit the net. And so Izzy Pop will serve it on the other side. Down 4-2. Poked up here and floated across by Jaden Zroik. Terry gets it across. Set up by Sankey. Floated over. That one will roll and wind its way up in Pacelli territory. Another hit there by Martini. And that one will hit the top of the net, will never make its way across. And so it's a Pacelli point, 5-2 here on the Dahl Automotive scoreboard in the third set. Van Order to serve. That one was close, but good decision to still play it anyway. Terry got it over that time. This one gets floated up. Good stop there by Novak. And another tough angle that time for the Cardinals as that one never makes it over. As Kolpa will come in for the Rebels in relief of Connor. And Tinsman comes in for Novak. Set up by Sankey. Jaden Zroik dug out there by Pop. Saved on the other side by Vaughn. Zroik again. And now Tinsman with another setup. Another stop by Vaughn. Groundhog Day here on this point. And then smacked down again by Terry this time. And it finds open space on the floor. Rebels once again threatening to close this gap. On the outside, Zroik gets it blocked. It's the tandem of Kolpa and Marvin there. Three straight now for the Rebels as they have tied it up once more. Two straight sets where Pacelli has gone up by 3 or more to start things off and giving up the lead, but Pacelli has it back now as Peyton Zroik and Avery Waverneck will come back in. Sankey and Sankey and Martini get a rest. Van Order's close up in the rotation to return. That one is good for a point as who else but Lily Terry with another strike. And she'll now take a break as Winter Montgomery checks back in. And Montgomery off the bench will be the one to serve it. Set up by Peyton Zroik. And Fensky is able to get it across. Hinker will take a break as Carpenter comes back in. Tinsman with the setup. That one hit off the hands of those blockers by Marvin. And I see another 6 that I see as that one gets knocked up and over by Peyton Zroik. So there's a number 6 that I believe to be Faith Novak, but now there is another 6 out on the court wearing that libero jersey. As it's floated up and smacked down nicely there by Izzy Pop. So I'll work to figure out who that player is for the Rebels. Served by Connor. Set up by Peyton Zroik. That one will hit the net for a Rebel point. They take the lead here in the third set. As that one will go Pacelli's way. I apologize for being silent there. I was trying to figure out who that player was. The only player I see here on the online roster that is not on this roster is Peyton Champeau. So it is possible that she is now donning the number 6 jersey. There's currently 2 number 6s on the court right now. I didn't know that was legal. But they will smack that one down to make it 10-9. And so for now, I will refer to that pink number 6 as Champeau, and I apologize if I'm wrong about that. Just using some deductive reasoning based off of these rosters I see. Set up by Sankey on the outside now. Floated over, stopped by Connor. And a good sidearm swipe by Terry to get it across, flipped over. And then another nice attempt by Terry to save it, but it is a Pacelli point to make it 10-10. Carpenter sets it up. Champeau digs it out before being sent over by Terry. Sankey now out across, blocked, and will end up on the Rebels side. Pacelli takes the lead right back and forth affair here, but Cardinals need to be careful because the last 2 sets, this is really the point where the Rebels started to pull away. And that one is down. Another close one by the line to tie it back up at 11 as Hinker will come in for Carpenter. Izzy Pop to serve it. Set up by Sankey, Jaden Zroik. It's blocked, rolls off, but out of bounds. Van Order will come back in and will serve it. Martini also back in. And that one winding up out of bounds. Point goes right back to the Rebels. As we see Summer Morovic coming in, as well as Aubrey Tinsman. Champeau and Novak, so both number 6s will come off the court. Trying to get the angle on that one, nearly impossible. That would have been a magic act to even get it across from that angle. And so 2 straight from the Rebels, they have the lead back. Jaden Zroik tips it across. And then a point will be awarded to Pacelli. Not sure if that was a hit on the wrong side of that pole or some sort of violation. Either way, Rebels threatening here, 3 straight and now 4 straight, 15-12 in what could be the deciding set if the Rebels continue to make this run. And that one will hit the net, taking away a little bit of that momentum. As Peyton Zroik and Avery Wawriniak comes back in. Martini and Sankey take a seat on the bench, as it will be Peyton Zroik to serve it right away. Set up by Tinsman, smacked down, rattling around in the rafters, and another unlucky bounce there by the Cardinals. Getting a little too overzealous with it, hitting it too hard, and again, that ceiling makes them pay. 16-13. Poked up by Hinker, and that one ends up out of bounds. 17-13. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this fall. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. As that timeout is taken, we'll continue to thank some of these Zaleski Sports sponsors, including Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. And no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, and snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. And then we'll round out our Zaleski sponsors by thanking Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza for being sponsors of today's game. And so Pacelli with their backs against the wall here, trying to avoid the 3-game sweep. Last night, Pacelli was in this situation up 2-0. As Port Edwards was able to come back in that third set and force a fourth set. That's exactly what they're trying to do here tonight. Dugout here as Tinsman will set it up, slam down. And that time it is Marvin. And another one, this time going off the hands of Vaughn. 19-13 now, as the Rebels continue to threaten. Again, this has been the point where they've pulled away in these later stages. (20-13). And another serve coming for Winter Montgomery. And Pacelli is able to get one back there, as they'll look to steal some momentum away here, as Jaden Zroik will look to serve it. And trying to roll and get that one back, unable to do so. As Champeau will come back in for Micaiah Marvin. Set up here by Peyton Zroik, slammed down. That one is out of bounds. Waverneck tried to get that one down. 3 away here for the Rebels. Another Zroik setup, actually gets touched on the other end. And a good placement there to get that one perfectly in the corner for Courtney Carpenter. And so Annie Vaughn will serve it away, trying to mount a comeback here for the Cardinals. That one gets blocked down, keeping it alive, somehow getting across. Combination of Terry and Yeager with a miraculous stop there as play continues. Van Order tries to smack it down. It goes off of a Rebel, but out of bounds. Two straight here for the Cardinals. As Tinsman sends it down, dug out there by Zroik. That one gets blocked again, and another point for Pacelli. Scored 5 in a row, trying to come back against the Rebels in that first set. Poked over by Morovic. Van Order gets it over for the Cardinals. Trying to dig that one out, but unable to do so as Jaeger gets another point here for the Rebels. Reese Connor back in, and she'll serve it right away coming off the bench. Another point awarded there to Pacelli off of Avery Waverneck as Sankey and Martini, the tandem that's been coming in and out of the game together, comes back in here. Sankey to serve. Set up here by Connor. Stopped by Vaughn. Floated up and over. And poked up by Pop. As that one ends up out of bounds, and we have a match point. Poked up and floated over here by Martini. Trying to reach that one was Terry, unable to do so. As the Cardinals stay alive for at least one more point. Carpenter will serve it away. Poked up here by Connor, smacked down, that one's out of bounds. And now the Cardinals still have 4 more points to go before they can force sudden death. Set up here, blocked nicely, and that's another point as Van Order and Martini, combined for that one. Another Carpenter serve. Champeau gets to that one. Terry floats it over. Set up, and Van Order gets it down, and they are going to award it to Pacelli. And a timeout is going to be called by the Rebels. 24-22, Cardinals trying to mount a comeback and get back into this one. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Well, it is match point for about the 6th straight time for these Rebels, but a comeback brewing. 24-22. Cardinals are close to closing this deficit. Set up here and able to keep it alive is Vaughn on the outside. Another set up this time by Jaeger. Smacked down. This one will be awarded to the Rebels. And so the Laona Wabeno Rebels will improve to 27-10 on the season as they close out the regular season with a win. We'll be right back here for the post-game show, sponsored by Nasonville Dairy, with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Start here with you, Coach. One of the most really impressive things about this team that I saw going into this game is how well this stat sheet is spread out. You have a lot of players that make impact on the court. It's not any one player, and it really speaks to the cohesiveness of this team. Talk about how much confidence you have in all of these players cohesively to get the job done, especially going to the most important part of the season.
Actually, I have quite a bit. I mean, we've talked about it a lot this season as far as it's not just one player that can hit. We have 5 players that can hit, which isn't a common thing for most teams. So, yeah, we're very excited where we're at. And tonight was a big plateau for us because we've had a little rough patches here and there, but tonight everything came together.
Thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations. I'll talk here to Lily. This is a team where, you know, the first probably 10 or 11 points of every single set were really close back and forth. And it speaks a lot to the quality of your team to be able to really finish well. Every single set was a 8 or 9 point run.
Yeah.
What do you think that says about your team, the ability to really lock in when it matters the most? And how do you think that's going to affect your team come this important stretch?
Yeah, I think as the sport said it, like we've had problem with finishing, and like we've really been pushing it at practice lately, and just like figuring out like where our tools are and where to use them. And I think that that'll be one of the most important things for playoffs coming up.
Well, thank you very much. I'll have you do one more thing for me. Give you the microphone. Step away. You know the drill.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Lily Terry, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Yeah.